As a second and goal as we speak. Pat Boone, I believe, was the lead singer and lead actor in State Fair. Back to you.
All right, Tim. Well, having grown up in Texas, that pretty good game.
Yeah, pretty good game.
Florida 243 yards, a second down and 10. That's Kenneth Toops going in motion. They'll come left. It's Keaston Moore, number 33.
When those linebackers get a chance to see which way you're going, that time they read those pulling guards, and Highsmith was right there. Cray was right there to make that play. I mean, Beckwith was right there. Those linebackers flow, but this offense has really kept them off balance. It's hard to even mention the linebackers much in this football game because they're throwing it and moving it at the perimeter of the defense.
Third down, 9. Blitz, leak, caught, Dallas Baker at the 18-yard line. Inbounds, no face mask, it'll be fourth down. LaRon Landry with the tackle.
Same little snag route. You come inside, you fake the slant, then you snag back out of it. LaRon Landry, number 30, come in strong, senior player, All-American. This time says, hog-tied you and I'm throwing you out of bounds.
So Florida's Chris Hetland comes on, 13 of 16 a year ago. 0 for 3 this year. Florida, one of 4 teams yet to make a field goal in 2006. No good. How about that?
Well, the many touchdowns as they're scoring, maybe they won't be able to do it all year. Doubt it, though. Doubt it that you can win a championship without a field goal kicker.
Chris Hetland earned a scholarship with his performance last year when he missed only 3 for the year. Second week in a row, he thought he had it. Second week in a row, he didn't. We welcome you back to Gainesville. Florida with a missed field goal still leads by 16, 23-7. Don't forget, later in the game, the 5-star play of the game presented by Wrangler.
Jamarcus Russell now has to get back into that pocket, settle down his offensive line, use those receivers and start throwing the football. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to give up on the play action pass, and they're just going to have to start chucking it a little bit.
Handed off to Hester on first down. He gets 3 out to the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Earl Everett. On their last 4 possessions, Louisiana State: fumble, interception, safety in the end zone, blocked punt.
Not a recipe for a Southeastern Conference championship, is it?
And especially on the road.
Yep.
4-1. The one loss was at Auburn, 7-3.
And Florida defensive line now will not be playing run the rest of the game.
Ali Broussard is the running back. He gets it. Brian Crum is up high to knock him down. That'll be short of the first down, and LSU will need a couple to move the chains. Ali Broussard over 800 yards in his sophomore season. Then last year in the summer, blew out a knee and missed the entire season. Some weight issues, right. Gary.
Yeah, they got the message, looks like to me. Now remember, 16-point game is really 2 scorers. You can go for 2 twice and get in the game. So Les Miles is not panicked. I just don't believe they can run the ball down the field on Florida.
Flip it out left side. Early Doucette avoids the first tackler and gets out to the 37-yard line. Brandon Seiler, number 40, made the stop.
That's the type of short passes that will give that offensive line the confidence to handle those pass rushers. Telling those guys that, listen, you can't tee off every play because I'm going to cut you occasionally. Good call.
2nd and 2. And again, it's Broussard. 2 wide receivers. Dixon, the tight end, sets up to the right side. They come right. And they run right into Jarvis Moss, number 94. And let's go back once again and get an update on Texas and OU. Tim?
All right, Vern, I'm going to hit you ride with Colt McCoy becoming a veteran today against this Oklahoma pressure to Jordan Shipley. 7 yards, 14 unanswered for the Horns in the Red River rivalry. 21-10. Vern?
Of course, Texas won last year and took a lot of the heat off of Mac Brown. Then the heat coldly dissipated when they beat Southern Cal. But such a game with such emotion for both teams. Third down. Jacob Hester in the backfield. Again, no blitz. Russell across the middle for Davis, and a nice catch. And he stopped at the 42-yard line.
I think they called his forward progress on that one. They blew the whistle just past for the first down. Now, in this football game so far, the downfield throwing Jamarcus Russell has completed 6 passes across the line of scrimmage. 4 of them behind the line of scrimmage. That's how good that this Florida defense is putting pressure. They did blow the whistle right there as his knee came down. Out of the 10 completions so far for LSU, 4 have been behind the line of scrimmage.
On first down, handoff to, it's a play fake, and there's early Doucette on the crossing route. Goes down the sidelines. Do not give up on Louisiana State in this ball game.
Absolutely not. When you got a guy, especially Jamarcus Russell, who's brought back so many teams, so many comebacks. His football team believes in him. This ball came out sideways. A delayed slant. I don't know if it was tipped at the line of scrimmage or not. That ball came out sideways, and Doucette trying to make amends for his mistake. No, he just let it go. It slipped out of his hand. Look at that one. It looked like a Tim Tebow pass. He just didn't jump, that's all.
First and 10, here's Russell. Oh, wow! Buster Davis. Tony Joyner with the tackle.
A well-coached defense. Charlie Strong and Greg Madison have these guys in the secondary looking for certain plays. And you could tell Tony Joyner was looking for the wide receiver screen on this one. He saw it all the way. He hit it full bore like a train, right at it, full speed. And he took a completion, again, behind the line of scrimmage for nothing.
Greg Madison in the middle, Charlie Strong to the right. They are co-defensive coordinators. Second down and 10. Blitz. Pass left side, complete at the 23-yard line to Craig Davis.
That is a play that is available against Florida. Florida's defensive backs like to put their back to the sideline. They have to turn to stop this play. That is open. See how Ryan Smith had to turn on that play? Anytime a defensive back has his back to the sideline, looks into the quarterback, you can throw outs against him to the outside because he has to turn his body to make the play.
Vincent and Hester in the backfield on first down and 10. 3:09 to go, third quarter. Play action again. Russell lets it go, and there is Joyner to knock it free. Incomplete. Intended for early Doucette. Tomorrow on the NFL Today, Rex Grossman finished second in the Heisman voting as a junior here. He and the Bears busting out all over. Sam Ryan has the story, plus Charlie Casserly, quick hits and more, here on the home of Super Bowl 41, CBS Sports.
Ever been a Bear quarterback pass as well as Rex Grossman? It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Has it ever. He does not remind you of Bobby Douglas. Second down, flip into the flat. Doucette can't hang on. Third and 10. Now let's go back to the studio for this Liberty Mutual update. Once again, here's Tim.
Style points, Vern. This team controls its destiny. Ohio State #1 with a bullet. Troy Smith, Heisman hopeful. Teddy Ginn, Heisman hopeful. 35-7, rolling Bowling Green. Back to Vern.
Third and 10. Almost picked off.
Guess who?
Ryan Smith.
Isn't that funny? We talked to him yesterday and we go, was there a little culture shock coming from Utah to Florida? He said, just about the same as going from California to Utah.
Ryan Smith takes advantage of a newly instituted NCAA rule whereby a player who has earned his degree, and he did at Utah in 3 years, can transfer without having to sit out a year. Urban Meyer said when the rule was passed, I don't like it. Then he found out he was going to get Ryan Smith. He said, I like it now. Here's Colt David for the field goal. Ooh, that was
Special
close.
teams, he's going to miss it.
Special teams.
And that was big because now it's still a 16-point game. If you make that 2 just touchdowns, win the football game for you.
So both teams now with a missed field goal, and the score remains 23-7.
Toyota presents Heroes of the Fall.
We were very fortunate after losing at FSU and the last regular season game. We had to have a string of events happen. There was like 3 games that people ranked higher than us, teams higher than us, got beat. And lo and behold, Arizona State lost to Ohio State. They drove the length of the field last minute to score, to put us in position to play for the national championship. Danny Warfel was sensational. Mike Hilliard, that defense played well. Whole team just really had a super game, and we made the plays. When we were down there, we scored, and that's how you get 52 points.
Toyota, moving forward.
2:46 to go in the third, 23-7. Now let's take a look at the Home Depot tools for success. Gary?
Well, all the tools have been Gator tools today because everything has happened. On a touchdown, a holding penalty. Then a drive at LSU does, and a touchdown is an elbow tool. Down at the half yard, oh, no big deal, we'll just sneak it in. A fumble tool. Then going the other way, a roughing the passer, and then a jump pass. Every tool in the toolbox has been Gator blue and orange.
And you didn't even have to go for the chisel.
That's right. That was last week's chisel. It's stored over there.
Tim Tebow, 2 touchdown passes today. Chris Leak is on the field right now, the senior. First down and 10. 3-man front, and the handoff to Keyston Moore. Again, Deshaun Wynn, who was having a splendid season, the starting running back, giving way to Keyston Moore. Urban Meyer said of this young man, who's from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, a sophomore, he is a lunch pail kind of guy, a blue-collar worker who comes to work and works hard.
Yeah, well,
that usually means he's not going to go for 75.
Well, that probably, and that's been the question. And without Deshaun Wynn here, one of the question marks about the spread is, if you get the lead, can you run the ball and hold the lead? This will be very curious here now. How does they stay open? Do they keep throwing the ball, or do they run, and punt it back to LSU?
Again, Bo Pelini goes with 3 down. There's the handoff. Right side, Jared Faison, number 11. That's his 5th run of the year. We mentioned he was an outstanding high school quarterback at Tampa Hillsborough High School, Hillsborough, and in the backfield now on the first down play.
Yeah, another one of those true freshman receivers. Riley Cooper got the 2-point play. We saw Percy Harvin. There's Jared Faison right there. That's 3 guys that are all going to be future stars here for the Gators.
3rd and 2. Here's Leak. Oh boy. Flag, no flag.
No, I don't think so.
Chevis Jackson defending on Jamel Cornelius. It'll be 4th down.
See, that's the spread again. Now you got to wonder on that call. Now, admittedly, as you watch Jackson make the play, or he beats the ball in the throw to the spot right there, no bot catchable. Admittedly, it's a second guess, but number 15 not being in the game at 3rd and a yard and a half, you gotta, a first down and running another 2 minutes off the clock is huge right now.
Jackson will be back. Eric Wilbur will be on to punt. Florida with a net punt this season of almost 41 yards, which is really excellent. There's Wilbur. He boomed this one. Jackson, fair catch, backs up, over the shoulder grab at the 11-yard line.
That's amazing.
Well, that net punt is 55 yards. Earlier in the game, he had a 52-yard net punt. Time call.
Tim Brando in New York, number 3. USC would figure to move to number 2, right? They win. Isaiah Stanback to Johnny Curtin from 6 yards out. Washington right there with them. Vernon Gary, let the debate begin. If this score holds up with Florida leading LSU, are they more deserving of number 2 than USC?
I will guarantee you this, Tim. If they win today, win at Auburn, and then win at Georgia, they're going to be battling Ohio State for number 1. Here's the pass into the right side. It's caught by Dwayne Bowe, number 80. Reggie Nelson having a wonderful game today.
Well, we've got an All-American on the other side of LaRon Landry, but this guy's an All-American too. Reggie Nelson, he's been there. Remember the interception in the first half caused in this hit coming across by Reggie Nelson right there? Now later in the game, Jamarcus Russell will remember that. He knows number 1 is back there. Look at number 1 right there. So he throws it low and allows Ryan Smith to make the play on it. Quarterback remembers the safety.
2nd and 3, the toss. Hester goes left. Dropped. It'll be 3rd down.
Boy, there's not a lot of possessions left in this game. He gets 6.5, and we're down to the 4th quarter. Will LSU get it 3 more times maybe? They need 16 points.
That is the end of 3 in Gainesville with a score 23-7. We'll return to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium right after this word from your local station.